Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the show. Smitty's down. Smitty's down. Not feeling great today, people. Smitty is down. Not sure how long I'm going to be doing the show today. We're hoping it's just a cold. But Smitty is down. I still have my taste, which, let's try it out. Yeah, I can still taste. Sore throat, body aches. Been in bed all day. Thought I'd come on here and say hello. But I don't know how long we'll be doing the show today. Smitty's down. Let's do a little Q&A after I drop the intro, and then we'll see how long I can go. But I definitely think it's going to be a short show, if not a very, very short show.
This is the Fantasy Football Show with your host, Smitty.
Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
Smitty.
Take a lap.
I couldn't even find the button. I don't know. My mind. I'm like looking for the button. What do I do? What do I click here? I don't know where I'm at. Smitty's down. Oh man. I feel like Antonio Gibson looks right now. Is how I feel. Play Prize Picks tonight, guys. If you want to help Smitty out, you want to make me feel better, go to smitty1.com/prop. To be quite frank, I think that would make me feel like $1 million right away. Just go to smitty1.com/prop and play DFS. That would make me feel like $1 million. So, today we might go straight to voicemails. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna get court out of here. We don't need to go to court. Actually, we'll go to court briefly. We'll do everything very, very fast today. Things won't be very, very long. I don't understand how this happened. I'm very, very cautious. I don't know what it is. It's probably a cold. Everybody's been sick in my house constantly, and I've escaped it. It's weird. I don't go out. Those of you that work in the workforce in the real world have real jobs and you're hardworking individuals and you're out there grinding. Like here I am sitting behind a camera. And, I'm just like protected from the world, from germs and all that. And you know what? I haven't been getting sick at all. Like since this whole, I don't mention the words because it then tags your whole video with all kinds of warning messages and your ads go in a different direction. So that's why you're probably wondering, why is he not saying different words? I don't know. I think I just have a cold. We'll see. But I'm not exposed to germs like the average person, okay? But with almost said it. But with the situation, I've been very, I wear a mask when I go into a restaurant or whatever. I know some people still think that's crazy or whatever. It's fine. Everybody has their opinion. I stay away from germs for the most part. Look at Mike. Michael says, dinner on me tonight. Feel better, bro. Michael, I appreciate that very much. Michael, you're the man. Michael's the boss. Thanks, pal. If you have a fantasy question, throw it at me too. I'm still here. But anyway, I don't know what I'm even saying. I feel like I was saying that I feel like you guys are on the front lines. I brush up against it. I'm like I'm like the medic, on the front lines. Like I go in there, I get a meal or two. I go to Lou Malinati's and get a pizza pie. I take, this, like Michael just dropped right here. I go get a big, large pizza pie. I'll go get an omelet. Like I brush up against the front lines, but I don't sit in it like you guys. You guys stew in it. You're molded by it. You're created in it. So I give all of you the credit for going out there in the world. Me, I haven't gotten sick very often. You'd think I would because I don't get exposed to germs, but then, the little ones bring it home, or the little one's 10. The little one is only turning a year, but she's had a cold like 5 times, but I haven't got it. I don't know. And then your kid coughs right in your mouth. You're putting them down to bed, and they're like right into your mouth, and you're like, hey, I should be okay. But I don't know. Who knows what's been brought home from school? By Mageddon, whatever we're calling this, the week of doom. By Mageddon, you got the Bills, the Cowboys, the Jaguars, the Chargers, the Vikings, the Steelers, all on bye in week 7. Everybody is in shambles. Thanks again, Michael. I appreciate you. I'm going to put you in the corner here because you're a hero of the day. Yeah, the game tonight. Let's go over the schedule a little bit. I don't even know what I'm saying. How many people we got in here? I appreciate all of you, by the way. And hit that thumbs up if you're walking in the door. Hit that thumbs up. Okay. 100 people in the room. Punch that thumbs up if you can. It does help the channel when you do. Also, if you guys could please go to go to smitty1.com/prop. Smitty1.com/prop. If you guys do want to play over-unders and props for this week 7 Thursday night game, or just Sunday in general, please get on over there to smitty1.com/prop and play DFS, play over-under, play prop style fantasy football. Go do it live. Week 7 fantasy. God, I can't type. Week 7 fantasy, week 7 fantasy football. Sorry, I'm doing some. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Okay. Anybody still there? Anybody still? Why'd I go live? I don't know. I felt like I had to. I feel like I have to. I can't not go live. Miles Sanders or Damian Harris as your running back too. Miles Sanders or Damian Harris. I'm gonna go. I feel like Damian Harris is probably the safer play. Miles Sanders still has a lot of potential upside. He's just got a whole bunch more risk than upside right now. Not that what was the question? Damian Harris. Not that Damian Harris isn't facing his struggles with Stevenson potentially grabbing timeshare, but Stevenson, as much as I like him, he's a great pickup. He's a great emergency quarterback, and by Mageddon or bye week of doom, whatever you're calling this week, you might need to have anybody, like a warm body, thrown out there on the field in order to get points. So I understand. And I like Stevenson a little bit. He comes with a lot of risk only because Bill Belichick may or may not play him. He's missed some blocks in his previous his previous play, which he scored a touchdown. He was one of my sneaky starts of the week. So I actually, because we didn't know if because we didn't know that A.J. Brown was going to play, there was news breaking just before Sunday kickoff that A.J. Brown, or actually the day before, A.J. Brown was added as a questionable illness. A questionable illness for week 6. So I said emergency meeting. This is my emergency meeting. We're starting Ramondre Stevenson this week if we own A.J. Brown. Now, A.J. Brown played. A.J. Brown played well. And Stevenson played well, too. Stevenson pulled in a touchdown reception and had a good day. He scored me, I think, 15 to 17 points. So it was a great play. And he's exciting. And he had such a good preseason that Stevenson looks like a potential, I don't want to say league winner and get ahead of myself. But Stevenson, if he gets starts, will be dominant. And how can that happen? I mean, probably have to have a Damian Williams. I don't know what I'm saying. Damian Harris injury. And if we have an injury, then Stevenson, then I think the door potentially gets opened up. So my thinking is I probably go. Oh man, I probably go Damian Harris with the matchup against the Jets. I probably would. Do I like Miles Sanders this week? The Raiders are tough, a tougher opponent, I think, than the Jets matchup. And if New England gets up even a little bit, they'll run. So I'm going to go Damian, but there's risk. Kevin says I have CeeDee Lamb and Mike Williams on a bye, and I have Marquez one call away on my bench. Start him and Pittman. I mean, Kevin, you're going to have to, right? Those are your options. But if you have different options, throw them at me and just put a couple fire emojis or something and I'll look for it. But, I need to know the alternatives. Pittman and Marquez Callaway are very decent plays, and by Mageddon, this week is, those aren't horrible. I've seen way worse than that. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Michael. Of course, Michael in the corner dropping the 50 spot. Appreciate you, pal. Start Stevenson. Zach, again, depends on your options, but I like him. He's very crafty. Mark says, I have Najee, Kamara, Cook, Madison, and Dylan. Would you trade any of them for CMC and Hubbard? You can ignore my text message. Feel better. I'll get to your text. I'm sorry, Mark. I got to all my HeySmitty.com texts this morning, so when I crashed again about I don't know, it's probably 8 my time, so that's what, 9, 10, 11 a.m. Eastern. I haven't checked any since then, so I'll do that before I crash again. I'll get through all my texts. You guys come first. It doesn't matter if I'm feeling whatever. I have a job to do. There's no crying in football, and I'm going to take care of it. But I might have to cut today's show short. We'll see. You know how I am. I say I'm not going to go live, and then I go. I'm coming live just to tell you I'm not going live, and then I stay live for 2 hours. But we'll see. I'm feeling a little okay at the moment, but it's probably because I'm sitting in the commander's seat right here. It's comfortable. It's like a bed. I might have to camp out in here though. If I start feeling worse, I don't want to expose the family. So I might have to put the pillow and the bedding down and just sleep in here, which isn't bad. I got, as you guys can see, this isn't a horrible place to chill out. I've got the big TV up here, so I'll put on Netflix and just go to sleep for 15 hours. I don't know, watch the game, but I might quarantine myself. I don't know. Not sure. You always feel like, oh well, it's just a cold. It's just allergies. You always say that about yourself. I probably am fine because it's me. I don't, it's me. So I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Answer Mark's question. Mark's question is, I have Najee, Kamara, Cook, Madison, Dylan. Would you trade any of these for Kamara? Najee. Kamara, no. He's at his bye. You keep Kamara right where he is. You leave Kamara alone. Dalvin Cook and Madison, I'd rather have that than CMC and Hubbard right now. So Kamara, Cook, Najee, I'd rather have Najee over CMC right now. So no, I like the idea. I like where your mind's at, but you already have 3 beasts, man. No way. No, I'm not moving those. Goddard, Tim Patrick. Isn't Goddard still out? Isn't he still on IR? Let me pull this up and I'll tell you. I think Goddard's still out, but what do I know? I've been asleep for like on and off for like 10 hours here. So Goddard did not participate in practice Thursday on the same day he was activated. Okay. So apparently he was activated while I was sleeping. My bad. But he didn't practice. And he is, yeah. For right now, I guess you can't put him in. Tim Patrick. It is an awful week, pal. I appreciate your super chat, though. I appreciate your super chat. Or your chat, or whatever that. No, it wasn't super chat. Still appreciate your message. I'm trying to get to everybody in between the super chats, too. To be fair to everybody, too. Rocket launching Chubb for wide receiver 2s. I don't know what that means. Do you mean you're sending him away for wide receiver 2s? I wouldn't do that. I would try and get. I don't even know what that means, but I'm gonna say rocket launch Chubb for, one of the top 6 wide receivers. I still taste this, though. That's a good sign, right? Tastes good. Okay, I haven't eaten, though. I'm not hungry. That's for sure. I mean, with Chubb even being hurt, you should be able to get a DK Metcalf. You should be able to get, and I'm not saying I do that, but I don't really 100% know what you mean overcome. But let me know, and I will clarify my answer. But I think you're saying you're worried about him, you're getting rid of him. And I understand, and I agree. I'm panicked about him. I don't own him really anywhere, but I mean he's in the panic room. But you should be able to get like a Hopkins or something. People are doubting Hopkins. Dig was one. Oh, right below it. Here we go. I mean wide receiver 1s. Okay, so I'm a little slow tonight, if you noticed. Smitty's down. Okay, if you're just joining, I'm down. I don't know what it is, but I'm down. Okay? Smitty's down. Oops. Yeah, so like Hopkins, I'd do it. Diggs, I'd do it. Jefferson, I'd do it. DK, I don't know. It's close. It's getting closer to where like you're like, okay, it's a running back. Running backs are hurt. Like I don't know that we're trading running backs right now. That's how I'm feeling there. If I missed a super chat in between, let me know. Here's all the other super chats that I'm going to get to here. Terry, thank you for the super chat, pal. ABOZ, thank you. Brent, thank you. Matt Gaming, thanks, pal. Geez, you guys are generous. I haven't even scrolled down today. Look at you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Gonzalez. Okay. So I'm going to put these super chats right here and go through them in order. Okay. Here. Wow. Here we go. Super chat number 1. And again, I appreciate everybody. 88 in here. 53 likes. Terry's not happy. Please punch that thumbs up. Punching that thumbs up helps me feel better, actually. Just so you know. And what also helps him feel better is if you check out the Spotify video show at smitty1.com/Spotify. And if you want to play daily props this week and Thursday night, Smitty's down. Play prize picks tonight by going to smitty1.com/prop. It makes me feel better like that when you guys go play prop fantasy football and drop a prop. I don't know. Okay. Javonte Williams. There are some good over-unders this week. We can go over those in a second. And then I can tell you what I would do tonight's game in terms of props. Javonte Williams or MCJ. Who's MCJ? I can't think right now. Who's MCJ? Somebody help me out with MCJ. I can't think right now. I don't even know. MCJ. Who is that? Michael. I can't think right now. Who's MCJ? Michael Carter Jr. Yeah. Okay. I mean, some of these like I should know, and that one I don't see a lot, so I don't feel that bad. But sometimes people will be like, I don't know. Like right now, you could say MT, and I'd be like, who's MT? Javonte Williams or Michael Carter Jr. I don't think I'm going Michael Carter Jr. I like him. He's interesting. He's interesting, and he's going to get better and better, hopefully. But, I mean, Javonte, for me, look, I know that there are a lot of people that are upset about Javonte. I know a lot of people are still waiting, and we're all waiting. We're all impatient. But this PFF tweet is evidence of, there's a lot still here, guys. There's a lot still here that Javonte Williams is the only player in the NFL this year. This goes for Henry, everybody. He's the only player in the NFL that has 3 runs of 30-plus yards or more. The dude is looking good, and I know it's about volume. I know it's about coaching support. I know everybody's wanting to potentially not play this guy until he shows signs of life. But by Mageddon, it's I can't even think. And by Mageddon, we're in dire straits right now. So like I'm starting Javonte in a lot of leagues. Even though I'm upset that he's not getting full run, I'm mad too. But I'm not playing Michael Carter Jr. over him. I don't think, bro. Not against the Patriots. Like this is in New England. I have a feeling it's going to be really, really bad. So that's going to be a bad contest. I don't think they're running the ball. They're passing from behind. So I'm going to go with Javonte. I'm going with Javonte. I know Thursday night games are kind of but Chubb for Keenan Allen, no. You got to get more than Chubb. Or you got to get more than Keenan Allen for Chubb, I think. Chat, do you agree with me? I mean, Chubb could be back after 1 week, so, I think you can do better than that. Gonzalez, get well soon, Smitty, after a dude rejected DJ Moore plus Sutton for Keenan Allen and Hendy. I tried DJ Moore and Edmonds for Cook and accepted now, and I got Aaron Jones and Cook. You got what? DJ Moore and Edmonds for Dalvin Cook? That dude needs to take a lap. Bro, you lammed him. Got lammed. I'd call that guy up right now and just leave a voicemail and just he's gonna. Oops. Go. This is Bob. Please leave your message after the tone. And I want you, Gonzalez, to be like, get lammed, and just hang up. Just call him up, get lammed, and just hang up. You lammed him, bro. You lambasted him, bro. DJ and Edmonds for Dalvin Cook. Now don't tell me that's Brandon Cooks and you forgot the S. Then you got lammed. But if that's DJ Moore for Edmonds, DJ Moore and Edmonds for Dalvin Cook, you got to be out of your mind. That guy what is he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing back there? All right, let's go to the next super chat. Overcome. You need a better wide receiver. Keenan Allen, I don't know, man. That's not enough. I need a running back 2 and 2 flex spots. Javonte Williams, Michael Carter, Stevenson, Kirk, Callaway, Corey Davis, and Lazard, the Lizard. The Lizard's pretty good, guys. I think, isn't MVS Valdez Scantling out for this season? Or at least on IR for a while? Valdez, Scantling. I think he's on IR or he's done. Let's see. I forget. Hamstring on injured reserve. Yeah. When was that, though? October 2nd? I don't know when he comes back then, but I know Scantley's been hurt and on reserve, so the Lizard's a pretty decent play. Like, he's kind of crafty. Like, if you need a wide receiver this week and you're getting hit hard by Mageddon, by the bye week of doomsday bye week, whatever you called this week, go get Lazard, the Lizard. He's not bad. He's not bad. So you need two running backs, 2 flex spots. Javonte, I kind of feel like Stevenson. I kind of feel like Callaway. And, either Corey Davis or Kirk. I could go either way. I just talked up Lazard, but, I mean, you've got better options than most, I think, for this. So I'd probably go with those options and put Lazard and Corey Davis on the bench. But, I mean, what's Corey Davis been doing? Corey Davis. 45 yards last week. He did have 111 and a touchdown the week before. Week 1, 97 and 2 scores. I mean, it could be a good day for him, though. They'll be passing from behind. I don't really mind Corey Davis over Kirk. I'd go Corey Davis or Kirk. That's your dilemma. Corey Davis or Kirk. Chad, if you could give Rock out an answer here. Corey Davis or Kirk this week. You got Corey Davis on the road against the Patriots. And Christian Kirk at home versus the Texans. What do you guys think on that? Help a pal out. Also need 2 wide receivers from those players. Okay, so you need 2 wide receivers as well. 2 flex and 2 running back and 2 wide receivers. Okay, so Javonte Williams, Stevenson, Callaway, Corey Davis, Kirk, and the Lizard. That'd be how I'd go. And what did the Lizard do this past week? 3 for 27 and a touchdown. I mean, he's on the radar of Aaron Rodgers, so that's good. He's on the radar. So, Michael with another. Thanks, Michael. Cook owner. This lineup is a mess. I have Madison, offered him Fournette and Antonio Brown for Cook and A.J. Brown. Wow. That, if you got Cook alone, I would be okay with that, Michael. If you land Cook and A.J. Brown, that'll be crazy. If he accepts, you'll have Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Dalvin Cook, Tyreek Hill, McLaurin, Pitts, A.J. Brown, Cooper. It's crazy. This is that JT team. If you can turn that, like, you are seriously like the master trader, man. This team had no running backs. I would do that though, Michael. If he says no, I would do that straight up for just Cook, Fournette, and AB for just Dalvin Cook. You've got Madison, is that right? Yeah, I have Madison. I would do that for Cook. Try and get AJ Brown, but I would do that for Cook, bro. I would do that for Cook. Your team would be fire. That's absolutely phenomenal. Next super chat, Thomas. Pick 2 to start in my flex. Then Sanders, Jarvis, Pitts, or Boyd. I'd go Sanders and Pitts as my 2 flex plays. Boyd could do it. Sanders could do it. I mean, it's tough to say, pal. I mean, but I'd go Pitts and Sanders pretty easily from these options for me. Anything can happen. Trust your gut. Don't let me push you in a direction. Let me just help you if you're on the fence about one of them, because those could go either way. Kamara, Swift for Hopkins, Mike Williams, Eckler, or Najee. So let's use Eckler first. So Justin Jefferson, Kamara, Swift for Hopkins, Mike Williams, Eckler. So Eckler, I'd rather have Kamara. Kamara's had his bye. Eckler, Kamara. We'll give the advantage to Kamara. It's arguable, but we're giving the advantage to Kamara. Jefferson, Hopkins, we could wash that. Mike Williams, Swift. You could kind of wash that too. I'm going to say, even if you swapped Eckler and Najee out, the Kamara side's going to win, because I like Kamara slightly more than Najee, and definitely a little bit more, but still not extreme, but more than Eckler. The other stuff's a wash. And because Kamara's had his bye, the Kamara side wins. Good question, though. Very, very close call. Should I take this trade? Hurts, Kamara, Myers, Sutton for Russell Wilson, I assume. Kupp, McKissick, Gibson. Okay, so Kupp, McKissick, and Gibson, I'm not liking acquiring that. Kupp is a great player to acquire. Russell Wilson is injured. You're giving up Kamara, Sutton, Myers, and Hurts. No, I'm not giving up Kamara. With that bye week out of the way, the fact that you're trading Kamara for Kupp essentially initially, I'm not liking that deal. I mean, if Gibson turned it around, this would be a good trade, but we don't know that he's going to. So I'm going to say negative on that, pal. Javonte, A.J. Dillon, Alex Collins, pick 2. Give me Javonte and give me... I mean, we don't know if Alex Collins... When is that game? Is that a late game? Let me pull up the schedule here. That game, that Seattle game is when... Oh, that's Monday night. Yeah, you got to make a call on Alex Collins really early. So let me type in Alex Collins and try and find out what kind of information we got on him right now. I've been asleep for a few hours before I came live, so they could have announced that he's out. Chance to play, no update. So you've got to make the move way before. I'd say if you don't have a clear indication that Alex Collins is starting week number 7, you've got to assume he won't. So I go Javonte and A.J. Dillon. But if you find out Alex Collins is starting, I would put Collins in for Dillon. But it's close, and trust your gut, because I do like A.J. Dillon a lot. Is A.B. and Hawkinson for Ridley too much? No. I like Ridley a lot. I like AB a lot, but Ridley having that bye week out of the way, ABOZ, is a very, very advantageous thing to have on your roster right now, especially with this bye week situation this week. I probably would take Ridley, and I feel like Ridley still has top 5 wide receiver upside. People are not giving him credit. Feel better, Smitty. Hang in there. We appreciate all your hard work for us. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate you for getting all the thumbs up and support going in here. And you guys, again, I'm down, as the ticker is saying. I'm still here, but I don't feel well today at all. I feel a tiny bit better just getting up, but I know I'm going to drain really quickly. Smitty1.com/prop. It makes me feel better by the second when you guys go to Smitty1.com/prop and play DFS, play over-unders on Prize Picks. Go to Smitty1.com/prop. That will help your boy Smitty out. Smitty, help. Fields or Goff in Superflex? Go Fields. I'm not trusting Goff. I don't trust Goff to finish games. You know what I mean? I can still taste it. It's good. So give me Fields. I feel like Fields with his feet, ability to run, gives you that extra component. I'm going to go Fields. Anything can happen, but I'm going to go Fields. Start Gordon or take a chance on Gibson. Dillon, backup. I'd probably go Gordon. I don't like it. I want to say Javonte's going to get, more than 50% of the work, but I think Gordon's safer, but I wouldn't blame you for going Gibson. But I think I would go Gordon. Eric, you guys in the chat, Gordon or Gibson, can you guys toss out your opinion for that one, please? Let's do a little group think on that. I sent you a super. Okay. Let me see. Rock out. I'm sorry. I did get that one. No. A wide receiver 2 And 2 flexes, 2 running backs. Okay. Hold on, rock out. Sorry. Where is it? Here we go. So Rockout says no, a wide receiver 2 and 2 flexes and 2 running backs. Okay. So you have Javonte and Stevenson are your 2 running backs. Let me make this smaller because you can't really see this right there. So Javonte and Stevenson are your 2 running backs. Oh, your wide receiver 2. My first pick from the group here is Callaway. And then 2 flexes, I'm going to go with Kirk and Corey Davis or Kirk and Lazard. That's the part I don't really know. I'd probably say Corey Davis is safer, rock out. Did I answer that question right? Please let me know. Please let me know, broski. Okay, Eric's question right here. And then he has a part 2. Okay, Smitty, part 1. Did I make a mistake? Trade away McLaurin and Hollywood Brown for James Robinson. McLaurin and Hollywood Brown for James Robinson. It feels like a little bit of an overpay. I don't know if it was a mistake, but it seems like a tiny wee bit of an overpay. Doesn't mean it won't work out. He's a running back. Also traded away Gesicki, Hubbard, and Mooney for Ridley. I like that one. That's a really good move. So you got Ridley and Robinson for McLaurin, Hollywood Brown, Gesicki, Hubbard, Mooney. I mean, in the end, you did good on the trade. Part 2, squad now is Kyler Murray, Hill, Ridley, very, very good wide receivers. Deontay Johnson, wow. MT, you can maybe trade MT later. Mixon, J-Rob, Barkley, Williams. I don't know which Williams, probably Javonte. So, what I don't like are your running backs. Mixon's injury prone. Barkley, he's hurt. Mixon's hurt too. He's playing hurt. So, would I like you to trade Deontay and Mixon for a Kamara? Absolutely. Would I love for you to trade Barkley and Deontay, or Barkley and MT for Kamara, or for I don't know. I would say like Najee or Elliott or JT. Yeah, I would. I think you need to maybe look into that. You've got the depth to do it. I'm just a little bit worried about that. Just only one running back too. So if there's just one running back out of that, I'm gonna say Javonte, and then Stevenson might be then in the mix for that flex. I'm sorry, rock out. My head's obviously not there. Then I would say Stevenson's now in the mix between Corey Davis and Lazard, and I'd probably go Stevenson over both of those guys if I had to, but that's a high-risk play. Terry says 142 in here, 83. Help Smitty feel better with the like. Yeah, Smitty's down. Got Herbs, Najee, Keenan Allen, AB, Dylan, traded away Aaron Jones, AJ Brown, Alex Collins, got Christian McCaffrey and Ridley. That's an interesting move. You could argue either side of that, because like Aaron Jones, I love right now. He's like a top 5 running back that you can get very cheap, and CMC's a top 5 running back, but he's not on the field. So like there's a argument to be made that I like Aaron Jones better than Christian McCaffrey right now, because of all the things you're factoring in, the missed games. And then AJ Brown, I may have rather have Ridley right now because Ridley's had his bye. So there's an argument to make that the CMC side and then the AJ Brown side, there's pros and cons to this trade. I have 4 wins. How are you feeling about it? I think it could work out really well for you. I just think that it's arguable on both sides. There's an argument to be made that Aaron Jones and AJ Brown are better because of the now factor. But if CMC, I'll put it this way, if CMC comes back healthy, you're gonna be really, really good. The key is kept Dillon. Traded away Aaron Jones and you kept Dillon. Yeah, that's a nice move. That's a nice crafty little move. But I mean, if Christian McCaffrey comes back like his old self, then you win. You know. Brand says AB and Henderson for Kamara. I would take that because, you know, Kamara's had that bye week, pal. If you're a Gibson owner, you need to get Jarrett Patterson. I do like Patterson. But McKissick is definitely, you know, I'd say if Gibby doesn't play, anytime Gibby doesn't play, Patterson will fill in, and then we're gonna get to see what he's got. But I think, you know, McKissick's volume goes up, even though McKissick doesn't necessarily play Gibson's role. He stays in his own role. But McKissick will definitely see an uptick in carries even. But we'll see what Jarrett Patterson has in the tank. Should I trade Woods, Darrell Williams for Ridley? Yes, in a heartbeat. Ridley's got his bye week out of the way. That would be a fantastic move. Phil, thank you for the super chats, by the way. Trade advice, give Javonte and next second round pick to get Zeke Elliott and 6th rounder. So this is a keeper league question or a dynasty league question. Either way, you're getting rid of future value in Javonte for now value in Zeke. I would say be careful when you do trades for older players like Zeke Elliott, because, you know, he may have just this 1 year left and then he drops off and gets hurt all year and, you know, next year, and he never puts together full seasons again. Like, Elliott's got the mileage for this to be his last year. But at the same time, you got to factor in how much of a chance you have to win it all, and that's important. That's a big component for me. Like, if you can win the championship this year, sometimes it's worth doing these kinds of moves. So if you have it in the cards to win this, wide receivers are Adams, Mike Williams, AB, QB's Allen, running backs are Chuba, D. Will, and then your tight ends Waller. Yeah, I mean, you add a Zeke Elliott to that mix, and you can win the championship. So it might be worth it for you. I like that, man. That's a pretty good move. PPR, do you start Cooks over Lockett? I think you start Cooks over Lockett right now until we see, you know, Lockett survive a little bit without Russell Wilson. You know what I mean? Like, I think you probably do. What about offering Chubb for J-Rob? Chat, what do you think of that one? You think you think you should keep Nick Chubb, or would you rather have J-Rob right now? That's a tough one. That's pretty close for me because Nick Chubb, healthy, I'd rather have over J-Rob. But J-Rob is close enough that if Chubb, we don't know if Chubb's for sure coming back next week. I can still taste it. That's good. J-Rob. No, keep Chubb. But it looks like so far the votes is about 75% J-Rob. Keep Chubb. He's going to have no bye week after this week. Says Kurt. Silva, you feel comfortable with starting Ruggs and non-PPR? I mean, Andrew, first of all, it's nice to see you here, pal. We miss having you around more, so please come back more often, pal. In the bye week situation we got going on with all these bye weeks right here, Ruggs is a fine wide receiver 3. There's nothing wrong with Ruggs at all in that role this week. But, I mean, it depends on your options, of course, but I don't mind him. Thoughts on Jarvis if there's no Odell tonight? I don't know. I'm not so. I'd rather have Peoples-Jones, to be honest, if he's available. But, I mean, you got to do what you got to do with this series of buys that we got going on this week. Start Bridgewater or Wentz, probably Wentz, but I mean, that's not a horrible, either way. I'd probably go Wentz. Start D'Ernest unless you have a top 12 option already. I don't know if I'd call D'Ernest that strong of a play, but I can understand that this week. Renfro or Bateman? Probably Renfro right now. Smitty, did you see I got Hubbard in the deal Didn't hear you say his name. I'm sorry, pal. Nice work. Hubbard and Dillon, you've got some good bench guys there. Swift and Hubbard for Jamar Chase and Javonte. Swift and Hubbard for Jamar Chase and Javonte. You know, I like the Jamar Chase and Javonte one better. Hubbard and Swift might help you more right now. So know that, but eventually I like Javonte and Chase more. So it's kind of a mixed bag there, you know. Traded Kadarius Toney for Lockett. I could see doing either side of that, pal. Cambo says start to Williams, Herbert, Dillon, Stevenson. I'm probably starting Javonte and Herbert this week, but Stevenson's very attractive to start this week. Dillon as well. They're all good options. Trust your gut because it really is close. Hit the like button for Smitty. Thank you, pal. Appreciate you. Chris says, which side do you like, Hill, Carson, or DJ Moore and Miles Sanders? Give me Tyreek Hill and Carson. I don't even care. I'd trade Carson, but I like the Tyreek Hill side. Should I trade CMC for Cooper and Allen Robinson? Cooper, is that Cooper Kupp or Amari Cooper? If it's Amari Cooper, I'd probably take Amari. Or if it's Cooper Kupp, I take Cooper Kupp. If it's Amari Cooper, I take CMC. Shane, I was offered Kelsey and Kupp for my Waller and Zeke. Damn. I'll be left with Sanders and Pollard and Dillon. And yeah, those running backs would be crazy. Kupp, Kelsey and Kupp for Waller and Zeke. I'd probably go with Waller and Zeke, man. I don't think I like your running back situation if you trade out of that. Smitty, I'm desperate this week. Flex Bell or Felton. Probably Bell, but that is hard. That is that is pretty desperate, but it's understandable because of the bye weeks and injuries, pal. Probably Bell, but that's close. I mean, Felton, if Felton gets turned to, I mean, we expect it to be Dearness Johnson, but you never know. Felton could get a touchdown, but I still feel like Bell is a tiny bit better. What do you think running back 2, Javonte Williams, and wide receiver 2, Corey Davis? Flex 1, Stevenson. Flex 2, Callaway, and Kirk and Michael Carter on the bench. Would you drop one for Lazard? I don't drop one for Lazard. No, your options are good enough and strong enough to not need Lazard, but Lazard is a good pickup for anybody else that needs one right now. I like your options. Flex 2, Callaway, and then Kirk and Michael Carter on the bench. I agree with your decisions as well. I like that. I like Stevenson. He's crafty. I don't mind you going with that. I think that's good. I don't think you need Lazard. Lazard's crafty, but you don't need him. I like your layout there. That's good. Caleb, Smitty, I'm looking at Alex Collins or McKissick at flex. The problem is Alex Collins goes Monday night, pal, and you'd have to make that decision. So you've got to go into this, making a guess as to what's going to happen with Collins, and I don't, unless you hear definitively that Collins is starting Monday night. You've got to go with McKissick. Alexander Madison has become available to add. Should I immediately drop one for him? You have to drop one of those guys? Yeah, I mean, you got to go get him. I don't know if you can drop Collins, though. Because what if he does start? He's going to have like 80 yards and a touchdown. I suppose you could roll the dice, drop McKissick for him, and then start Collins. But what if Collins is out Monday night? Like what's your alternative? Madison's on a bye. You do need to find a way to get Madison, though, but I don't know if dropping McKissick's the answer. But I appreciate your super chat, and follow up with me, and I'll try and look out for your comment. Hit the like button for Smitty. Thank you, Cambo. Appreciate you. Mike Ortiz or Ricky. Mike Ortiz or Ricky. I can't even read. Mike Ortiz, get Ricky. He's solid. I don't know what I'm doing. Who gave me the responsibility to go live right now? Who? Who gave me the responsibility to go live? Cordero Patterson is the reason I am now buying. I think I'm done reading questions. I think we'll go to voicemails. Okay, I'm going to go to voicemails. I think I got all the super chats. If I did not get your super chat, please. We're skipping court. I thought I could do court, but I can't. That's too high energy. We're going to go to voicemails. Okay, where's my phone? All right. Voicemail time. Here we go. We're doing it live.
Hey, Smitty, do I pick up Winston or Tua? Let Smitty feel better.
Thank you, pal. Winston or Tua? That's a good one. Winston on Monday night against the Seahawks. Spotlight game. Tua at home against the Falcons. Good matchup for him. I'm probably going to say go Winston, but that's really close, and it wouldn't shock me if Tua outscored him. Trust your gut. It's so close. You're asking a man that's hopped up on NyQuil. Be careful on this one.
Thoughts on DeShaun Watson because of these trade rumors going around? What are your thoughts, Smitty?
What's wrong with Smitty? I've got it right here. Smitty's down, pal. Smitty's down. Am I that bad? Am I, like, if you just come wandering in, is it that obvious? Like, this guy doesn't, he's out of it. I'm doing the best I can, bro. Doing the best I can. Should I trade CD for DK? No, I keep CD. It's close for me. I keep CD. What was I doing?
Thoughts on DeShaun Watson?
Oh, DeShaun Watson. Yeah, let me just say this, okay? Let me do a little DeShaun Watson rant. Let me put this on the screen so people know what topic we're talking about. So, DeShaun Watson, everybody keeps saying to me, oh, he's just, I see, Joe was just saying what exactly is wrong with, so, sorry, Joe. I don't know, Joe. I got a cold at the very minimum, but we'll see. But hopefully it's just a cold, but I see what you're saying, Joe. Joe Brofist. I just wondered if I looked that bad. Like, but clearly Joe's just reacting to that. Appreciate you, Joe. Brofist, Joe. Don't get too close, though. Just do a air brofist. Stay a few inches away from the screen. DeShaun Watson, everybody keeps saying this right now, where they say, hey, Smitty, DeShaun Watson was not suspended by the NFL, okay? He's not suspended by the NFL. So, you don't know what's going to happen. Like, just because the NFL didn't suspend him doesn't mean that they're not going to. There's the brofist. Doesn't mean they're not going to suspend him. The reason they haven't suspended him, or better yet, not suspended, put on the commissioner exempt list. Everyone says, oh, he avoided the list, or he avoided suspension. And everybody says that, but they can still act. The NFL can do whatever they want. And the reason the NFL hasn't done anything is because the Texans took care of it for them. Why would the NFL make a bigger scene than they have to? Because it is a bad spot to be in for the NFL. You know, it's innocent until proven guilty. The NFL often acts before that plays out because they decide they're going to be the judge, jury, and executioner. They have fantasy football court too, and so they basically don't need to do anything because the Texans took Watson off the table. They took him out of play, and so for everybody to say the NFL didn't do anything, the NFL can do whatever they want. I'm not saying the NFL 100% will do something. If, let's say, a team says, hey, here, we're Miami, we'll take DeShaun Watson, here's this, this, and this. Then a trade happens. Or the NFL could let that happen and warn them, we haven't made a determination yet, just so you know. There's most likely going to be a conversation between the team that's acquiring DeShaun Watson and the NFL to get a feel. Hey, what would happen if we made a trade for DeShaun Watson? What would happen? I have a feeling that conversation, there's some kind of indication that would be given. And if there isn't, I think the NFL potentially would step in. Why? Sponsorship, advertising, right or wrong. Look what happened with John Gruden. Okay, right or wrong, the NFL sponsors don't want to have any part of that. Okay, they don't want to have any part of that kind of situation. So most likely, I believe sponsorship and advertisers will put enough pressure on the NFL that if Deshaun Watson tried to play, if a team acquired him and got past the NFL, made a trade, my guess is the NFL would step in and put him on the exempt list. But that's my opinion. I don't know. I'm completely speculating based on the 19 years of professional fantasy football and NFL analysis that I've partaken in. And I truly believe the NFL in today's day and age would not allow it. They would not allow him to play. They would put him on the exempt list and let it all play out. That's my opinion. That said, I own DeShaun Watson in 2 redraft leagues. I do. On the off chance I'm wrong, I'm guessing. I'm speculating. I don't know that they'll for sure put him on the exempt list, but I'm speculating. So I wouldn't go dropping Deshaun Watson or dropping somebody good for Deshaun Watson, but in leagues where I'm in, like the 2 leagues I own him in, they're very big leagues. They're super flex leagues, or one of them is a super. I probably own him in 3 leagues. 1 or 2 of them are super flex leagues, and I'm just holding onto them just in case. The other one's not a super flex league, but with all the injuries to quarterbacks, and I think it's a 12, it's a 14 team league, maybe it's at least a 12, but I think I'm just grabbing him just in case I'm wrong. And then, I'll be able to trade him for something because of all the injuries and the quarterback stuff. So yeah, I mean, grab him in a super flex for sure and just hold him in a league where you have huge benches and you're talking about even guys like Curtis Samuel and Landry and those Lazard, those guys are all gone. Then yeah, he's a great hold, but I don't think there's a great chance that he will play in 2021. I just don't. Even if the trade talk is legit, it's been shot down and kicked back into gear, shot down, kicked back into gear. You still got them believing in Tua. You still got Hurts. The 2 places where Watson's projected to go, you have Hurts and Tua. They're still the starters, and Watson's been out for a while. What did he just come in and command an offense right away? No. I mean, so there's a lot of moving parts. Everyone's just kind of fairy tale land, picturing Watson coming in and just commanding the team. There's a lot that goes on coming into an offense right away like that. Should I give Najee for Chubb and J-Rob? I mean, that's a lot of talent that you're getting, Chubb and J-Rob, but I probably just don't trade Najee right now. I don't blame you for wanting to maybe do that and getting 2 components, but I just don't know. I don't know. Should I trade CD for I already got that one. Okay, let's go to a couple more voicemails. Man, I made it over an hour. I did not expect to do that. Voice messages. Who else has got a voice message they want played? Leave a voicemail on my Instagram right here. Drop a voice message on Instagram at the Fantasy Football Show. Hit the message button, hold down the microphone, and drop a question. Miami ready to risk it all now after missing Herbert in the draft. I mean, but again, I agree that a team should try and acquire him, you know, if they could get away with it. But the NFL, I believe the NFL will be pressured to not allow him to play 2021. That's my point. So that will detour, and I think they probably will let teams know, you know, hey, here's what we're thinking. Like, you could trade for him or whatever. 1-5. This is almost too long for me right now, bro. I don't think I can read this. 1-5. Here, I know what we can do.
Mama Smitty on 1-5 and 8 man with Diggs, Lamar, DK, Zeke, Clyde, Chubb, Bard, Waller, Allen, and Robert Woods along with Dillion and Javonte. I had Tyreek for 3 weeks and Sia plus Najee less than Zeke and Allen. I'm sore.
I'm sore. I'm sore. Smitty on 105, 8 man. Diggs, Lamar. I mean, Diggs, Lamar, DK, Zeke. How? Yeah. I mean, that's a great team, bro. I had Tyreek for 3 weeks and Cup plus Najee for Zeke and Keenan Allen. I'm sore. It says. That's how Ziggy read it. Cup and Najee. Yeah, that's not.
Some results.
Ziggy, shut up. That's a tough trade. Najee and Cup have been playing well, but Keenan Allen's just been struggling lately. Like, the Zeke and Keenan Allen side can get it together, but that's tough. Okay, on IG, Smitty, let's go. Let's go, buddy. Who is that, Llama? Llama, you got to leave a voice message, bro. I went to it and you didn't have a voice message. Jake, I need a voice message, pal. Oh.
What's going on, Smitty? Thank you for everything ahead of time. I'm down bad right now. It's mega bye week, of course, as we all know. I was just wondering, I got holes that I got to fill all over that, and I've done some of them already, but I got my flex, which is looking like the worst right now. Do I go with not 100% Alex Collins, or do I pick up a wide receiver and hope that they just deliver an efficient performance like Van Jefferson? I'm thinking because I have Stafford at quarterback. It's a PPR league. If I'm picking up a wide receiver, it's either Van Jefferson or someone like Alan Lazard or someone, but even at tight end, I have Dawson Knox and Gronk. I had to pick up Ertz. It's either Ertz or Mo Alley Cox, but I'm feeling Ertz because the matchup's too enticing. But do I go Alex Collins? He delivered last week when no one would think so either against a tough defense. So
tough because you got to make that determination, and it's Monday night. If you find out that Alex Collins is a go before kickoff of the Sunday games, and again, Alex Collins goes on Monday, then I would go Collins, but you might be forced to make a call, man. Because what if Collins doesn't play? You know, can you pick up the backup there and roll with whoever's starting? I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, I would do that. So go pick up what's his face, blanking out, Penny. Go pick up Penny, and then at least you have the starter. So that would be the situation I think you're looking at. Otherwise, wide receivers, yeah, I mean, like Van Jefferson, he's probably safer than Collins if you have to make that determination early. Mr. Punch, appreciate your super chat. Smitty, I'm hearing the voices again. They're trying to make me trade half of my team for Henry. Should I listen or take my meds? Would involve Najee and Kyler. I don't trade Najee and Kyler for Henry, pal. You know, it depends on what you're getting back at quarterback. So I'm going to say no, stand down for now. Alex Collins practiced today. That's definitely a good sign. And I don't see much updates on it, though. Like, how much did he practice? Because right now, the last report I have on NBC Sports is that he has a chance to play Week 7. I just hate that terminology. A chance to play week 7. That usually means no. That's like your dad when you're younger saying, "We might go for ice cream." we might. Attention, family. We may get ice cream later. When did that end well? So, I don't know. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you, pal. Smitty, trade A.B. Gibby and Gaskin for Mike Williams and Miles Sanders. A.B. Gibby and Gaskin for Mike Williams and Miles Sanders. I suppose I would maybe do that because Gibby's just a risk and you get out of that risk, but you're not getting a running back necessarily that has no risk. I mean, Miles Sanders has a ton of risk, but at least there's some upside, and Mike Williams is playing great. Not bad. Chat, voicemail. Rock out. Let's go to Rock Out's voicemail. I gotta close all this and go back in.
Hey, Smitty, I gotta drop one. Stevenson or Gainwell?
Drop Gainwell for now. I like Gainwell. Keep an eye on Gainwell, but you got to drop him for now. Rock out. I think I got yours, didn't I?
Hey, Smitty, do I pick up Winston or Tua? But Smitty is Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, I think I got yours, Rock out, didn't I? Is there another one? Because it's not showing. This is from Mel.
Hey, Smitty, hope you feel better, man. I just got a couple questions. I wanted to know first if I should try to give up Deebo Samuels for D-Hop, and if so, would I have to add something on my end for that?
Yeah, you would have to add a lot, but I would definitely do it.
And should I try to give up Chase Edmonds or Josh Jacobs to get Miles Sanders? I just like his schedule for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, you could get more for Jacobs, though, man. Jacobs scored a touchdown. He might do a little bit better for a string of games, but I don't trust him. So I feel like you can get more for Jacobs than Sanders, to be honest. I think you could maybe get that Hopkins deal done. Like Jacobs, I would trade Edmonds or Edmonds and Debo for Hopkins if you can get that done. But I honestly would trade Jacobs and Debo for Hopkins and something small. I would definitely do that. That's me. What's your answer on Tua or Winston? I'm probably going Winston, bro. I'm probably going Winston. Rock out. Leave me another voicemail. I don't see it. Another one. You said you sent one, but I don't see it for some reason. Offer Kelsey for Ridley and another running back or wide receiver 2. Offer Kelsey for Ridley and another. Yeah, it depends on what the other part is, but I think Kelsey commands a little more than Ridley, but Ridley's got that bye week out of the way. I love that. You guys know I keep pushing that. So tell me what the entire deal would be. What are the options for that added player? Claypool for Judy. I like either one. I honestly don't have an opinion on that one. That one's close enough. Hit the likes. We're 154 in here and 122. Appreciate that. Thank you, Terry, for manning the fort. I'm actually gone a lot longer than I expected. What are we at? We're almost through the show. What was I? I was supposed to just come on here for a second. Why do I do that? Start Javonte Williams or Michael Carter. Give me Javonte Williams. You know, only one running back in the entire league. One running back. Javonte Williams has 3 runs of 30 yards or more. Not Derrick Henry. Nobody. But Javonte Williams has 3 runs of 30 yards or more. What am I doing? 30 yards. What? 3 runs of 30 yards or more. 3 runs of 30 yards or more. apparently I have my own sign language. Why I'm selling high on Patterson? That's some question somebody else has. Overcome says Kelsey for Ridley and another running back or wide receiver. So Kelsey for Ridley and Jacobs, or Ridley and Clyde. I like Clyde, but I don't like Clyde in this deal because you don't know when he's coming back or what's up with that. Jacobs, I don't like Jacobs at all, but you could maybe turn him into something else. But is there another option? I suppose I would take Ridley and Jacobs for Kelsey, I suppose, especially if you need a running back bad, but I would try and trade Jacobs. Kelsey might command more. I don't know. Chat, do you think he should hold on to Kelsey over Ridley and Jacobs? I think he might. He might need to. I think I hold on to Kelsey unless there's a better running back or wide receiver you can add, which might be hard. Might be hard pressed to get. Connor or Jarvis? Probably Connor. If you trade Mr. B loves Jared Patterson. If you trade Patterson, it better be for Kamara or Zeke. Yes, hold on to Kelsey. I agree with Ronald. I think you need to get a better person than Jacobs, bro. I just do. Smitty, should I drop Eli Mitchell to pick up Broncos defense or just drop the Cowboys defense? I'd probably just drop the Cowboys defense, man. Mitchell, I feel like you got a good trade value. Keep Kelsey, says Louis. Kelsey's injury worries Mr. B. Yeah, a little bit. I think we're all a little worried about him getting banged up. You talking about Cordero Patterson? Cordero, he's a stud. You would only trade Cordero for, I think you're exaggerating to prove your point, but you're saying only trade Cordero if it's Kamara or someone of that nature. I mean, I don't blame you for liking him, but that is a top dollar. You're not going to get that amount for Cordero, and I think that's your point. You like him, you wouldn't trade him, but I would trade Cordero for a lot of players, way below Kamara. I like getting value for a guy that's been in the league for a long time and hasn't done anything. There's a higher likelihood of Cordero Patterson slowing down, and he kind of already feels like he might be on the down. The higher likelihood he slows down than keeps it up. But trust your gut. Eyeing Goddard on waiver wire, want to offer Kelsey. So if you were to get Goddard on waivers, I just want you to get a better player, though, Overcome. I want you to get a better player than Jacobs. Then Ridley with the bye week out of the way. Ridley and like an AB or something I would take. You know, if you could get AB or whatever and then throw Goddard in your flex, I'm fine with that. But I just don't know that Jacobs is it. Smitty, who do you start between Jacobs, Harris, Patterson, or Gibson? If it's Cordero, he's on a bye. So is this Jarrett Patterson, I assume? Probably Jacobs this week. But then I'm selling Jacobs high. I'm not a big believer in him long term. Damian Harris is not a bad option. Trying to grab a stud receiver if you're trading Kelsey, agreed. But if he wants Ridley, I think Ridley is a quiet stud wide receiver in hiding. And with the bye week out of the way, I just feel like you can get more for Kelsey, so you need to get more. An AB would be great. A quarterback upgrade, I would do going from a Stafford to Kyler Murray. I would do that with Ridley. That's how I'd trade Kelsey. I don't think I could trade Kelsey just for Ridley. Start Tannehill or Darnold. Probably Tannehill this week. Both have decent matchups. I'd probably go Tannehill, but I wouldn't be opposed to either. Okay, Yogi Bear.
Yo, Smitty, what up? Pretty sure I'm overthinking this, but flex full PPR, James Conner or Jarvis Landry tonight?
I don't think you're overthinking anything. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I guess James Conner. I'm just not. I mean, Landry. What is? Am I missing something on Landry? Why is Landry? I know because we're in Bimageddon and everybody's desperate, but I feel like Landry's being talked about a little too much. I mean, activated from injured reserve, but like, there's no. We don't know what he's going to drop. Like, he's a decent play for sure. But I probably go, what did Connor do last week? James Conner. Edmonds was limited in second straight day. Thursday's practice. He's not gotten a full day of practice since injuring his shoulder in week 4's game at this point. May just be maintenance. So we're probably looking at Connor, not guaranteed anything more than 10 to 12 carries, but that's a lot. And to be honest, like, looking at Connor, I'm actually really shocked when I look at Connor's game log. And let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Here's James Conner's game log, and it's actually really, really shockingly good. Like, I almost can't believe I haven't noticed the amount of touchdowns this man has scored. Look at week 3, 2 TDs. Week 4, 2 TDs. Week 5, 1 TD. That's crazy. This is James Conner's game log, correct? It is. 18 carries, 10 carries, 16 carries. I mean, the man is delivered. The man is delivering. Those are some good touchdown numbers. 5 TDs with a 3-game span, and then 5 TDs in those last 4 games. That's pretty good. I'm gonna say Connor's the lock here. I think maybe you are overthinking. Maybe I didn't even think. You're overthinking it. I wasn't even thinking. I didn't realize he was doing that good. There you go, Colin. Colin's here to save the day.
Should I trade Higbee and get Gronk?
No. I mean, I'm not saying Gronk can't impress, but no. I'm not. Rock out. I don't see your voice message. I saw your super chat saying voice message, but I don't see it. To get Matt Ryan, I like Matt Ryan over Galladay right now for you. And should you start Callaway or AJ Brown? You got to start AJ Brown, pal. AJ Brown all the way. Okay. I think I'm caught up on the voice messages. I think we're done with that. Rock out if you've got one. I'll definitely play it. Landry or Kirk? Give me Kirk. Ryan or Darnold? Give me Ryan. Although it's close, I just think Ryan's gonna have a good game. Edmonds, A-Rob, or Renfro? Give me. God, I mean, if Edmonds plays, give me Edmonds. But if not, I suppose Renfro's safer. I think A-Rob will bounce back a little bit, but I don't know if it'll be right now. Start Landry or Michael Carter. Probably Michael Carter, man. Broncos are a good play this week. Mike Jones, or are you talking about Mac Jones? Herbert and Stevenson. Smitty, Chubb, AB for Henderson. Give me Chubb and AB. I mean, even with Chubb down, you got AB versus Henderson, which, I'd rather have Henderson, but you could argue it, and you're getting Chubb when he comes back. Like, that's how you make those kind of trades. Trade Cordero Patterson and Debo for Diggs. I would take Diggs in that scenario, but you're not crazy to keep Cordero Patterson, especially if you need a running back. Cordero and Debo is not bad. Like, if you were trading Diggs away, this would be a good trade to get Debo and Cordero if you needed a running back very badly. But I more so am making the other side of that trade. That's why it's even. Is I could see both sides, but I would take Diggs. David says I'm making him tired. Yeah, I'm gonna call it right now. If you guys please go to Prize Picks right here. Play Prize Picks tonight going to smitty1.com/prop. Makes me feel better just knowing you guys are doing that. Like, honestly, you're healing Smitty by going to smitty1.com/prop. smitty1.com/prop. Play Prize Picks today. Play it tonight. Play it this weekend. I'm down and out. I'm gonna end it right here, guys. I've gone way longer than I thought. I was gonna get on here for 10 minutes. I've been on here for an hour and a half. I'm only cutting the show short a half hour now, which is actually much less than I thought. Appreciate all you. Thank you for all the super chats, Michael especially, all of you that have super chatted. Rock out, overcome. Let me read them off because you guys deserve it. Rock out, overcome, Mr. Punch. I hate reading just one name. Cuberham. Did I get to this one? Jackson, yeah. Jackson Young. Cambo, Caleb, Rock Out, Shane. Thank you, Shane. Thomas, as usual. Overcome, again. Andrew Silva Brothers. Rock Out again. Eric. Rock Out, Joel, Michael, Rock Out again, Phil, Jackson Young again, Overcome again. Thank you, Overcome. Gonzalez, Rock Out, Thomas, WRM, Matt, Gaming, appreciate you, pal. Brent, ABOZ, Terry Roberts, Roe, Tony, Unite, Overcome, Mark F, Thomas again, Kevin Williams, appreciate you, Rock Out again, Michael again. Those are all the super chats for today, and can't thank you guys enough for dropping those super chats. They really do mean a lot. Thank you, Mike Jones. You are the GOAT, pal. Appreciate you, Becky. Thank you, Phil. Get lammed. I got lammed apparently this weekend. I'm down and out. Smitty, thanks for your service. Thank you, B-Man. Cambo. Thoughts on Gaskin? I mean, I hold him if I can. If not, I cut him. But I hold him if I can. Appreciate you, David. Peace out. Herbert, Bateman for Chase Edmonds. Give me Herbert. I guess Edmonds if you need more long-term value. Herbert if you need now value. But Herbert could lose his job. I hope he doesn't. I hope Herbert keeps his job till Monty comes back. But you never know. Dearness Johnson. Calling to Ramondre. Give me Dearness Johnson safe play this week. But Ramondre if you like a dice roll. Come on, Javonte Williams. Again, he's the only running back in the NFL that has 3 runs of 30 yards or more. Higgins or Patrick, probably Patrick this week. Give me Damian Harris. All right, I'm out of here. Appreciate you. Peace out, everybody. Thank you so much for all the support. Go to smitty1.com/Spotify and make sure you're listening and watching the new video show on Spotify. Spread the word on it. And again, please go to Prize Picks tonight or this weekend and play over-under contests. Smitty1.com/prop. Playing fantasy football props is the funnest way to keep your Sundays good and active. And especially with this buy-mageddon that we got going on here with all the buys, like why not play some DFS or some props and go to Smitty1.com/prop to play Prize Picks right now. Later, everybody. Appreciate you. Comment after the video. Last night I spent an hour and a half. I think I got to like 150 YouTube comments last night in an hour and a half, 2 hours. I was probably 2 hours I spent commenting. Like if you asked me a question over the last 2 days, I almost guarantee you I got back to you last night. So as soon as this video ends, if I missed any of your questions, the video will post with 0 comments on it. Not the live chat, the comment part. I literally, within the first 24 to 48 hours, get back to everybody. So if I missed your question, don't fret. I will get to you. Just ask me in the YouTube comments. It helps my channel. It helps the engagement for the video. Please hit the thumbs up when you get in there too. But go ask me a question. I'll get back to you later. Appreciate it.